Okay, let's dive in. Forget rockets and fuel for a sec. Just picture setting sail across this enormous empty ocean. But your ship, it's powered purely by human curiosity.
That's a great way to put it.
That's really the heart of what we're talking about today. Well, the incredible journey of Voyager 1. It's gone farther than anything else we've ever sent out there.
And it started, way back in 1977.
1977.
Yeah, think about the computers they had back then. And here we are, over 47 years later, still listening.
47 years. It's almost unbelievable. And it's moving pretty fast, right? Cruising along at about 17 kilometers per second.
Which sounds incredibly quick if you're thinking about, say, driving your car.
Right, like ridiculously fast.
Absolutely. But when you start thinking about the scale of the universe, well, that speed suddenly seems almost like a crawl.
Yeah, it really shrinks down, puts the vast in vastness.
It really does. It just shows how immense space truly is.
So right now, Voyager 1, it's about 160 astronomical units away from us.
Okay, 160 AU, and that's, what, roughly 25,000 million kilometers?
Yeah, something like that. A number so big, it's hard to really grasp.
Totally.
And you'd think, after all that time, all that distance,
Yeah.
you must have covered a good chunk of space, right? So the big question is, how far is that in light years? Using that, cosmic measuring stick.
Ah, yeah, the light year. That's where the perspective really shifts. Because 1 light year, the distance light zips across in a whole year. Well, that's about 63,241 of those astronomical units we just mentioned. It's just huge.
Almost incomprehensible, yeah. Okay, so if you do the math, and people have, it turns out, after nearly half a century and billions of kilometers, Voyager 1 has only traveled about 0.25%.
0.25%.
Yeah. Just 1/4% of 1 light year.
Wow. That tiny number, it just hammers home how mind-bogglingly big everything is out there, doesn't it? The distances between stars.
It's humbling, really. And here's where it gets even wilder, I think. If Voyager 1 keeps going at its current speed, and that's not even guaranteed, right, with interstellar drag and stuff.
True, the environment changes out there.
It would take something like 17,600 years.
17,000.
17,600 years just to cross that first light year.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Well, that leads to a pretty profound question, doesn't it?
Why send it?
Exactly. Why launch something knowing it'll take, millennia upon millennia to even get close to another star? It clearly wasn't about arriving anywhere in a time frame we can relate to.
Right. It wasn't sent to get somewhere specific, like a destination holiday. It feels more like it was sent to, begin.
To begin, yeah. Like the first step on an infinitely long path.
A testament, maybe, to our need to just explore, to push boundaries.
I think so. It's a mission without a real finish line in sight. It's more about the act of journeying itself, like a message in a bottle, like you said, tossed into this cosmic ocean.
So let's just circle back on that key point. 47 years out, billions of kilometers traveled.
And it's covered just 0.25% of 1 light year.
1/4%. Just let that sink in for you listening. That fraction tells you everything about the scale we're dealing with.
The sheer size and the immense timescales involved in thinking about interstellar travel.
So it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What does it signify for us, for humanity, to send something like Voyager out there, knowing it'll take tens of thousands of years to cross even what seems like a small cosmic distance?
What kind of message is that sending, to the universe? Or maybe it's more a message we're sending to ourselves about who we are or who we aspire to be.
Something to think about for sure.